This is a 4-0 podcast. Welcome to Purple Parlor. This is episode 8, and we're celebrating a little bit today because the Vikings are 4-0 after beating these Packers. And you know we're about to get down to the nitty gritty.
I say the same. I say the same. Alright.
Hey, it's a block party over here. I got my guys. You know it's me, your boy SK, Realistic Randy, Vocal Vike, aka Rap. We're all tapped in and we're all feeling good. I'm feeling undefeated today. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Big foes, man. Big foes in the chat, baby. Let's go.
You already know.
That game, man, it went from hell yeah to oh no to we're not about to do this, really. One of the all-time choke jobs. We're really about to have this happen. But I tell you what, man, I'd rather have lessons in a victory versus lessons in a collapsing defeat. Because, I mean, this is a 17-game season. Every game is super important. And that's one of those that you can't let slip away, where it could be the deciding factor on whether you win the division or what seeding you are in the NFC. Nah, you up 28-0. You have to find a way to get that win, and they did it. They're 4-0. The toughest part of the schedule is over with for this team. Hey, the sky's the limit, man.
Hey, yeah, no. If you give up that game, that 3-1 start, it's not so sexy anymore. You're up 28-0 at the half. Or no, it's 28-7 at the half, excuse me. Mm-hmm. But you're up by that much. Your defense has played so good over these first 3 games. If you give that up, that's a momentum shifting portion of the season to where it's like, okay, now we really got to beat the Jets. You can't go out there and lay an egg to the Jets. Not that you want to anyways. But after losing a lead like that and say you do lose that game, you got to quickly bounce back. Right now, obviously, the pressure isn't on against the Jets. Every game feels like there's pressure, but you're feeling good, and you feel like you can win in multiple ways, too. It's not just, oh, we're just getting leads on teams and coasting, which we almost tried to do in this game, and we had to put our foot back on the pedal. Thank God for the defense and Byron Murphy, and we'll get to Byron Murphy in a little bit because I know we are going through a roller coaster of emotions with that guy. Yeah. But – But no, man, you feel good. You found a way to beat a team a different way. They came back, on fire, and you found a way to still win the game. So you got to be happy, man. 4-0. Who would have thought?
Yeah, man. 4-0, man. I'm excited, man. Look, man, like Randy said, like SK said, yeah, that game was definitely a up and down type of game, man. But listen, I'm going to judge the game off the first half, right? Because my thing is this. I feel like if the game was if there was intensity there coming from the Packers, I feel like we would have kept applying pressure. I think what happened was we got complacent. Like we were up by 3 touchdowns. What, in the half? I think it was 28-7 going into halftime.
Yeah, 28-7.
And in the NFL, it's normal for teams to get complacent like that, and then you start playing not to lose. You just kind of mosey around on defense. That's a normal thing. So that's why I'm not going to be too mad at Brian Flores when it comes to this, man, and the players, because it's just something that happens naturally at the professional level there. And when you play prevent defense, what usually happens is you call for a close game, bro. Like you'll let teams come back. I mean, we did it against the Colts last year, coming back from 33. They just kept playing back, and we just kept dinking and dunking, and finally we were down 1 touchdown away. You know what I mean? So it happens, but we got the dub, man. So that's all that really matters, bro. Like, and it's a game. It's an NFC North game. Like getting the win, I don't care if it's by a half a damn point. A win playing against the Green Bay Packers is good in my book, man.
Yeah. So just looking over the numbers of this game, starting with Sam Darnold, who, I mean, had a great game, man. Can't take it away from. Again, it's just week after week. 20 for 28, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Aaron Jones, 22 carries, 93 yards. You can tell KLC wanted to get Aaron Jones in the end zone. I wanted it. I had some money on it, and unfortunately, we didn't get it. But we got the dub. That's all that matters. Yeah. And usually those carries between Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler are a lot closer than 22-3 ratio. So it's kind of obvious we're trying to force feed Aaron Jones there, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Justin Jefferson, who in his terms was kind of a quiet game outside of some really big catches.
Yeah.
6 receptions for 85 yards is a quiet game for Justin Jefferson. 1 touchdown, which, I mean, I thought it was intercepted. I thought that ball was intercepted with to Justin Jefferson.
For the score?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No,
Nope, not at all. I ain't working.
I didn't
And
think
you know what? Let me say this. I've talked plenty about Jair Alexander, how much I think he's a jackass, and he's like force feeding himself into the conversation with Justin Jefferson for absolutely no reason. When talking about the Packers and the matchup breakdowns, I don't know about you guys. I ain't thinking about no damn Jair Alexander at all. He's the last thing that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Kayshawn Nixon. I used to like this guy a lot, man. But I noticed over the last couple of years that arrogant cockiness, unwarranted cockiness from Jair Alexander has rubbed off on Kayshawn Nixon to where he's out there shaking his ass and doing all these dances in between plays and whatnot. So when Jefferson got that score and he shoved Kayshawn Nixon off of him and did the gritty, I was like, oh, I needed that. Sit your ass down. You don't belong in this conversation. My only regret is that Jair Alexander, I wish he was there.
He was the one, yeah.
I wish he was the one that got scored on. There's some clowns. I needed that big time, and we got it.
It was disrespectful too. It wasn't just the catch. It was the Shaq push after the dunk. I know exactly. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Standing over him, like it was personal. There's a little extra spice to that.
The shove matched the disrespect.
Yes,
and I love it,
as it should.
Yep.
Right, exactly, man. What a half of fucking football, man. That was
what a half, right?
What a half, bro. I was talking crazy, boy. Like, listen, I was talking crazy that first half, especially after Justin Jefferson got that touchdown. Like, oh
yeah. And
man.
If we're talking about if we had an MVP for the first half, it was Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Addison is back. I had worries. Oh, he's coming back from an injury. I ended up benching him on my fantasy team for Xavier Worthy, and it worked out. But I still would have got more points with Jordan Addison. Yeah. But no, he's back. There is no. I'm still recovering. He's 100%. You could tell. And this was all without Justin Jefferson. The majority of that big chunk of time that we're dominating the first half, like JJ wasn't getting those targets that we're normally seeing. Oh, JJ's got 6 targets in the first quarter and a half. I think he had like 2 targets, 3 targets, maybe 3 catches. But Jordan Addison seemed like he was almost featured in the offense to start the game. He had the first touchdown. And I believe he had the 3rd touchdown of the game for us. So, man, Jordan Addison back, 3 receptions, 72 yards, and a touchdown. And obviously, he had the 7-yard rush for a touchdown as well. Aaron Jones, 4 receptions, 46 big yards that he added to his total. I think he was 130 some odd yards total. Jalen Naylor, 1 reception for 31 yards. Obviously, he's going to drop in production with Jordan Addison being back, but still had a really big catch for 31 yards there. And his touchdown streak comes to an end, unfortunately.
I know,
first 3
man.
games. But hey, when you have an abundance of wide receivers like the Vikings do, it's okay. Yeah. It's all right.
And he he damn near gave the Packers the little bit of hope, the little slither of hope to it.
He didn't damn near. He gave him hope.
Yeah, he gave him hope.
That was tough, man.
Had a rough, kind of a rough game, if you want to say.
Yep.
Blake Cashman leading the team in tackles yet again. Just
he was nice.
Another amazing free agent signing from Kwesi, and he's playing at hometown. So Minnesota boy, he enjoys playing here. So he's balling right now. Jordan Love, 32 for 54, 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And I don't know if you guys caught this stat. I know it was running on some of the national media pundits. I believe the Vikings are last in pass yards allowed. And there's kind of context to that stat. It's because we're blowing teams out to start games. That's probably why. We're up 24-7 or 24-3 or whatever against the Texans, who's already a pass-happy team in general. Then you have the Packers, who are down 28-0. Obviously, they're going to be slinging the ball around. So there's a little context to that as well. And the 49ers threw the ball a lot as well. So there's context to all that Vikings giving up so many passing yards. Teams got to pass.
Man, read them. I don't. But listen, it's the thing. Read the rushing yards from your boy, though, man. You know, because that's what they was talking all crazy. Oh, your boy gonna come in there and Lambo, and he gonna run all over y'all. He leading the league. Yeah, let me see that. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about your boy Josh Jacobs?
Yeah, your boy Josh. What he do?
9 carries for 51 yards, no touchdowns.
Man.
So they're paying Josh Jacobs a little bit more than they could have paid Aaron Jones, thinking they're kind of upgrade, and it's not looking like much of an upgrade. Looks like we kind of won out in that deal in the first 4 games of the season. Their second leading rusher was Emmanuel Wilson, 8 carries for 27 yards. Leading receiver Jaden Reed, 7 receptions, 139 yards. Dude had a good game. Got to give it to him. But they had to sling it around. Let me see. Let's go to team stats here. Penalties. I always look at penalties. They're pretty even. 7 penalties for the Vikings, 55 yards. 8 penalties for the Packers for 68 yards. We won the turnover battle. And then time of possession was fairly even as well. Third down efficiency, we went 4 for 11. Packers went 4 for 12. Both teams are 0 for on fourth down efficiency. 0 for 1 for the Vikings, 0 for 2 for the Packers. And obviously, they got 2 sacks on, so we got 1. Patrick Jones adding to his sack total in that game. So I don't know if was it me or we weren't getting to the quarterback like we were getting to the quarterback in the first 3 games. Like, I just kind of felt like we played. I don't know if it was conservative or if it was part of the game plan to just kind of keep Jordan Love in the pocket, because that's what it kind of looked like. Like, we're just saying, hey, let's keep Jordan Love in the pocket and let's play zone coverage. We're not going to blitz all the time. Was that just me, or did you guys notice that as well?
Go ahead, Randy.
So I'm catching in halfway in between that dialogue that you just gave out, SK, because technology just completely shit the bed with the headphones that I was previously wearing. I had to do an emergency audible with these headphones, my wife's headphones. So let's start that over, if you don't mind. I heard about the Jordan Love, and there's been concerns, but I didn't get the beginning of that.
So pretty much like saying like he was asking, we didn't see as much pressure this game as we were used to the prior 3 games. Like, we were seeming like we were just like causing havoc. This game, not so much. It didn't seem like it, so like really what was your feeling? What's your feeling on that?
Well, I think it's hard for me to look at the defense and be like, hey, they took their foot off the gas a bit. Maybe Green Bay started to figure out this Brian Flores defense. It's hard for me to look at the defense and say, what the hell? If anything, I'm looking at KOC and the offense plus Jalen Naylor on special teams. So, for instance, let's break this thing down. Jalen Naylor, the muffed punt after the Packers went 3 and out. As soon as the Vikings defense went on the sidelines, 1 play later, they had to come back on the field and defend their own end zone at the 3-yard line. So my question there is, all right, what is any defense supposed to do in that situation? So the Green Bay Packers, they got their first 7 points there. And mind you, 29 points allowed overall. 7 of those after the muffed punt starting at Minnesota's 3. After a 10-play drive, SK, by Green Bay, and the defense still managing, I think Green Bay got 48 yards on that drive, a 10-play drive. The Vikings defense forced a turnover on downs. Vikings get the ball back offensively. Vikings go 3 and out. And this was on that drive where they decided to punt on 4th and 1 at their own 42. And I said, nah, man, come on. You got to go for this thing. Green Bay is clearly being aggressive here. Why can't you go for it? They only scored 7, well, not even 7 real points. They got a charity-ass touchdown in those 7 points off of the muffed punt go for it. They didn't. So after that 10-play drive, Vikings go 3 and out. They punted the ball. Green Bay then went on to an 11-play drive. Right after that, the defense was tired as hell. And guess what? That 11-play drive turned into a touchdown. The Vikings, after that 11-play drive, talking about how the defense is tired, Vikings get the ball back. They follow that up with the sack fumble forced by Kayshawn Nixon in just 2 plays, setting Green Bay up at Minnesota's own 20. Two plays later, Green Bay scores a touchdown and the 2-point conversion. I don't think that Green Bay figured anything out at all. It was really the offense not being aggressive and smart enough where as soon as the defense is getting off the field, we finally did that. Allow your defense to catch a breath. I think the offense put the defense too many times in positions to where they had to bail out the offense, and that wasn't right. It wasn't. So you're talking about that special teams play by Jalen Naylor, plus those 2 scores after that. You're talking about 22 out of 29 points allowed to where it's like it's your own doing. You guys screwed up.
Yeah.
That's what turnovers do, man. So turnovers do, Addison. But hey, look, offense came out firing. So they got off to a hot start.
Yeah.
But it's about maintaining. I understand that aspect of it.
This is really like the first week, though, we've seen them kind of stall the way they did, too, man.
Which is fine. It was going to come.
Yeah, it was going to come. Yeah, it was going to come. It's good that you, like you said, it's good we came out firing and really put our foot on their necks early to make sure that they had to play catch up and there was opportunity for them. Yeah, on the road too. So, you know, I mean, part of me was like, dang, man, this game really should have been like 40-7. That ass, like for real. Like we've
been literally saying that every week about everyone, and it's not like we're being biased here. We're just we could have beat them 50-0. Like, no.
Hey, listen, I know we're gonna get into week 5, but I'm gonna tell you, man, I feel like a good old ass whooping coming though, boy. good old fashioned ass whooping, dog.
So no concern for the second half performance for the offense or defense, or would you say there's more concern for the offense than the defense?
I would probably say the offense.
Definitely the offense. Yeah. I would say.
I'd say the offense.
I mean, it shows you complimentary football. It definitely is a big deal when it comes to winning and losing games. Because when you're not playing complimentary football, you find yourself in really, really, really tight games like we did and almost losing those games. That crowd was going crazy once they got right back in that game.
Hopefully this is a learning thing, right? Where we could say, okay, we know we can get up on teams early. Let's just get up on teams and let's not make that same mistake and let a team fight back that close. Like, let's not let them get back in. Let's just keep applying the pressure, man, regardless of what the right thing to do in the NFL is. Because, again, I feel like that across the league, man, when you up by 3 touchdowns, naturally your defensive coordinator is going to just start saying, hey, we're just going to keep things in front of us, let the clock run. You know what I mean? And let them get 8 yards, let them get 9 yards. But then eventually it turns into them scoring a touchdown and another touchdown. And then it just starts getting too close for comfort, man. But you know what? Again, like I said at the beginning, we got the dub, baby.
That's what something else that I think we should point out, though. And this isn't saying, what the hell, guys? Like, they got the win. I'm happy as hell. Yeah. But if you want to be true contenders and win your first ever Lombardi trophy, it's the mistakes that you have to address, not ignore.
Right.
On offense, up 28-7, 2nd and 1 at Green Bay's 20. The decision to pass, you can look at KOC and say, all right, whatever, but it's 2nd and 1. You have your option. You have your choice there to pass or run the ball. They elected to pass. If you're going to pass, the one thing I do disagree with, I talked about this yesterday, putting the blame on Sam Darnold. He shouldn't have thrown it to Aaron Jones, but also KOC, respectfully, like, why are you calling that play where Aaron Jones, I guess, did a wheel route where he's running deep in that situation? You're up 28-7. You have the opportunity to go up 35-7. And if you aren't going to pass it, you probably should have ran the football, because Aaron Jones, he had over 4 yards per carry in yesterday's game. Yeah, that was your moment right there. I think that blown opportunity that led to an interception, which actually, hey, you know what? Okay, not to go on a tangent here, but I'm fed up with the officiating crews, man, in the league.
They were bad.
No, I'm done, bro. Bad. This is so bad. If we're gonna sit here and call out the players and the coaching staff and whatever else, you didn't do this, you didn't. I'm so sick of this shit, dude. I'm ready for names. Like the actual replay booth officials, not the on-field officials. Yeah. It's the replay officials in the booth. Hey, I looked this up earlier today. These officials in the NFL, on average, are getting paid around $200,000 for 18 games of work.
I need to go apply.
How the hell do you sit there and review that interception? Because all turnovers are reviewable. How do you look at that when clearly, what's his name? Xavier McKinney, the safety of Green Bay? By the time he secured it, his elbow went out of bounds. That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
This is an insult, and I'm dead ass serious. This is an insult to the working people in this country that work their ass off to make whatever money that they can, whether they're living a good life or barely making ends meet. And you look at these dudes, the bare minimum of an NFL official, don't be stupid. Yeah. And they sat there, reviewed that, and said, hey, you know what? Hey, that the call stands. That's an interception. Yeah. I tried my damnness to find the names of the replay officials, and I couldn't. Nah, man, it's bullshit. It's to where they're directly impacting the results of games. This was an opportunity for the Vikings to go up 35-7. Sam Darnold shouldn't have thrown that pass, but my God, that was not an interception. It's bullshit.
Yeah, really and they were bad all game though too. Like
on both sides.
On both sides.
I get it.
There was a catch for the Packers, and I said, "Oh, it's a catch," and they went and reviewed it. Or
and they called it back.
KOC challenged it.
It was the second one.
Yeah, and they called it back, and I was like, "Oh,
damn!" Yeah, I was surprised too.
So we're not just sitting here and saying this because one call didn't go for the Vikings. It was bad on both sides.
It was bad.
It was really bad on both sides.
Yeah. I think what they should do, like they should start incorporating fines for the refs. Like, bro, like if you make a blatantly bad call, the next day they go review the tape and be like, yeah, you called that, but it ain't that, bro. We finding you 50,000 or we find 10,000, whatever. If because they're only making 200,000. Yeah, like, bro, they need some kind of disciplinary actions, man, behind this bullshit they got going on. That's a fact. Well, maybe it'll make them start looking at shit a little closer.
Well, just like the players, if you're gonna hold the players accountable, if a player's not doing his job, you're getting benched.
Right,
next man up.
Right.
So that's how they should be with the refs. I mean,
hold them accountable.
I'm willing to even let slide the plays, the bad calls, or the calls that weren't made that should have been made in real time, but the coaches out of challenges or it's not reviewable. I'm willing to let that slide because the game is so fast. But nah, there's no excuse, bro. No. When you review plays and the spirit of doing that is, hey, get the call right. Yeah. And you still fuck that up.
Yeah. And that's the issue. That's the issue is they have multiple ways to look at the play after it happens to make the call, change the call or whatever. I know it's a bang bang. They got to make the call on the field, but you have ample opportunity to change the call, bro. You got a whole crew that sits in New York and watches the shit over and over again. They call you down on the field and say, "Hey, that wasn't a catch, bro. That wasn't a pick." And yet they still, man. I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Like for sure. It's ridiculous, man. These referees are ass. Imagine that in a Super Bowl game or something.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was against the Saints, so I'm not gonna necessarily complain about it.
The Saints. Some people argue. Some people argue.
They watch Brett Favre. They watch Brett Favre take so many hits, late ass hits, and didn't do a damn thing. So if the Vikings were to make it to an NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, I have no doubt in my mind. You're not going up just against your opponent in the opposite team you're facing, but you're also going up against the officiating crew.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
It's gonna make it that much sweeter when we go 17-0 all the
There's
way.
There's our referee rant, guys.
Yeah.
I've been holding that in all day, man.
Much needed. Good energy, man. We needed that.
But moving on, man. Moving on. The Vikings are 4-0, beat the Packers, get their first divisional win in a very up and down game. But now we're headed all the way across the pond to London to play the New York Jets and an old friend of ours, Aaron Rodgers. How are we feeling about this Jets game? Should I even ask?
Vikings win by 3 scores. The Jets just lost to the Denver Broncos, led by Bo Nix, who completed 12 of 25 pass attempts, 60 yards,
60,
2.4 yards per attempt.
2.4.
So nasty. It's so nasty.
Dog, Aaron Rodgers is not. He's washed. Respectfully.
Facts.
We got through the toughest part of our schedule. The rest is just coasting, except maybe the Detroit Lions. Yes, absolutely. But the Jets, we're going 5-0. They win this game by at least 3 scores.
Yeah, I agree, man. I feel the same exact way. This is gonna be a old-fashioned ass whooping, man. And on top of that, we're undefeated in London, man. We haven't lost in.
We are undefeated in London.
We haven't lost in London, man.
We're
undefeated on the season too. I mean, everything is just stacked up right with us, man, going against them. You know what I mean? And the truth of the matter is this, man, they're really just not a good football.
They're not.
I mean, they're just really not. I mean, you can look at it as a trap game. You can look at, some fans could sit back.
Every London game is a trap game. Weird things happen in London, man. Yeah. I see it every year. I don't know if it's because the time that they're playing or whatever it is, but there's always some weird, quonky stuff that happens in London. I know we're 4-0, so we have that going for us.
But can I say this too, though, SK? Well, go ahead. Finish.
I mean, the Giants beat the Packers in London last year. There's always a big upset in London. Always. Every year.
I will say this. I think this team is disciplined enough. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say, man, we trap proof. You feel me? Like we trap proof, bro. Like to be real, I feel like if we lose a game, it's just based off of the facts that we battled to the end, and the best team just
we just had a bad day or something.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna go out there and just kind of how we're used to it, Vikings. How we'll play all world one week, and then the next week we come back and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying?
I think we're past that.
I think this team is so well coached that we won't have to worry about that. Like, our guys are gonna go out there the rest of the season, bro, and be ready for war, man. Like, facts, bro. We're not playing that this year. So like the Jets are gonna get their ass kicked. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I definitely get that vibe. But if this was in Minnesota, which this is considered to be a home game for us technically, so it's taking away one of our home.
We have
games.
A ton of fans too.
There's a lot of Vikings fans out there. I'm sure there's going to be a good amount of Jets fans as well because it is right across the pond there. But I know there's a big Vikings following out there. There's a few people that I know that are going out there for the game. So I was trying to get out there.
Shout out Gigi. Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie's going. Jamie's going out there to London for the game. So we're going to have a big representation of Vikings fans out there. If you were to ask me, man, I think we take care of business. I think it's going to be closer than what you guys may be alluding to, just because I do have, I believe in that whole London thing. Like, London games can be weird. They're going to be tougher than usual. So I think it's going to be a tight one. Now, are
you saying that based off of travel, just the timing might be off?
Vibes.
What? I can't. It can't just be we're playing in London. Like, we're playing on a football field. We're gonna kick the ass regardless. Well, no. So backyard, it don't matter.
Like, if you look at every year, games are played in London or Germany, and I know we've been doing different places. No. There's always either a big upset or something weird happens.
But we're undefeated.
Undefeated. We are.
It's the Jets. The Vikings are a much better team, but not just player talent-wise, but also coaching-wise. Rap was talking about this. I think the team is going to be prepared KLC, Brian Flores, they're going to do their thing. These boys are going to be ready. Meanwhile, on the Jets coaching side, they're in disarray where Robert Saleh might get fired. There's tension reportedly between he and Aaron Rodgers. Like they're a hot ass mess. So maybe any other team in the league in London, I'd agree with you, but it's the Jets. Nah, man. You lose to a quarterback that throws 60 whole ass yards and you have a future Hall of Fame quarterback.
Ooh, nasty work.
No.
Now, SK, now come aboard. You know what I mean?
Hey, wins will win.
I don't want you because I don't want you to say the score is going to be 21-22 or some bullshit.
No.
You know
I'm not.
We're 2.5 point favorites, by the way.
I have a feeling it's going to be a one possession game. Okay. It'll end up being a one possession game.
Meaning like we win by 7? Like we'll win by 7?
Yeah, win by 6 or 7.
All right.
8 maybe, something like that. I think it'll be one.
Ain't no way. I'll
be pissed off.
Hey, this team, the Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off. If we don't beat them by more than 14, I'm pissed.
If this was in New York, if this was in Minnesota, it's a completely different game, and I think we blow them out. It's just something about London games, man. It's just something about London games. I gotta. My pocket's talking to me. A win's a win.
Bro, the Thielen
I wish we had a soundbite for this.
You remember the Thielen soccer slide, bro?
Like, I do. And you remember how yucky that game was to start? Yeah, remember how tough that game was against the Browns that year?
But didn't we? But I thought we wound up like really busting their ass though. Was it a close game?
We pulled away in the fourth quarter. I think we won by like
I was about to say I thought we won.
That was the Keenum year, right?
Yeah, that was the Keenum year.
I think that was a relatively close game.
It was. It was a very close game.
All I remember from that game is the soccer slide, man. You know what I mean? That was fire. Fuck that. I always remember that. Shout out Thielen.
Like, do I gotta pull up?
That was probably man. Bro. That was the
just
classic,
a feeling.
That was the classic celebration, bro. Like Thielen nailed that shit doing that.
Yeah, no, and then we had the game against the Saints, which that year we weren't a very good football team, but that was the crazy year again. No, that was
2022. Yeah, that was 20. That was
Lewis
Cine. That was the game Lewis Cine got hurt, right?
Yeah. But that was the Madison touchdown with the teacup. That was a game where the double doink.
Yeah,
that's how we ended up winning the game. Something weird and quirky.
But can you agree that this team is a lot better than that team and is more disciplined than that team?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying it's going to be a close game, taking away from how good this team is. It's traveling to London, playing at a weird time. Like I got to get up at 6 a.m. to watch the Vikings play.
That's
crazy.
So, but 9:30 over here.
The players feel that too. That makes a difference. Now, our flight from Minnesota to London is probably like 5 hours longer than what New York to London is, but it makes a difference. Those little things make a difference. So, but I don't think it changes the outcome of the game and who wins it. Still think the Vikings win. I just think it's closer than what people think. That their defense isn't terrible. They have a good defense.
Right, but they have zero offense.
I know.
Their offensive line is not great. The edge rushers we have, Aaron Rodgers is going to get put on his ass.
A lot.
I just don't see how they score. Yeah. I don't see how they score a decent amount of points on this Flores defense.
No.
I don't. Especially if the offense tightens up from the mistakes that they made against Green Bay.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Play in Brazil for all I care, man. It's the Jets. I can't do that. If it's anything less than 3 scores, so 17 points, I'll be heated.
Man. So I'm
Jets.
I'm just I'm looking up old London games. So if we go back to 2019, which that was the year the Texans were really bad, right? 2019, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Was that right after the Deshaun Watson fiasco and everything, or was that right before?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Well, Houston Texans beat the Jaguars 26-3 in that game in 2019, which, if I remember correctly, the
Jaguars were ass. They were ass.
Was that the year where Jalen Ramsey and Blake Bortles?
That was
2000.
That was a bad year. That was a bad year. That was a bad year. You look at 2001. Jaguars beat the Miami Dolphins. That was a kind of toss-up game. Falcons beat the Jets. Those are the only 2 games in 2021. 2022 Vikings Saints, the double doink to win the game, obviously. The New York Giants beat the Green Bay Packers that year. Broncos Jags.
Which you could say that. So, and I know you're talking about the Giants and Packers game, but the Giants obviously made the playoffs that year. I mean, they weren't like the Giants we're watching right now. I mean, shit, they made the playoffs, bro. They were winning games, bro. Like, what's so weird about them beating the Giants?
Daniel
the Packers.
Daniel Jones, man.
Daniel
London.
Jones.
None of those teams are as good as the 2024
You're right.
Minnesota Vikings.
You're right.
Man.
You're right.
This is a contender. This is the best team in the league.
Yo, SK Loki trying to turn us into Jets fans over here, man. What's up?
I'm just being real. Not every game is gonna be a blowout.
I feel you for sure.
And when you're playing on an alternate location,
yeah,
weird things happen, is all I'm saying. So don't be surprised. This is my bold prediction. You're gonna have some type of special teams touchdown. You're gonna have a kick return. You're gonna have a punt return, a blocked field goal. You're gonna have something weird or like taboo happen in this game. That's my bold prediction. Vikings win, and a little bit closer than what you guys think, but something weird happens, like return field goal for 108 yards. Something weird. Something's gonna happen.
I just love that we did like a 17-minute breakdown on Vikings versus Jets over something weird that's going to happen.
I know, right?
Not even just looking at the Jets and why they're going to be competitive. Just, hey, it's London, man.
Hey, look.
It's going to be a black cat going across the 50-yard line.
You can ask Rap. Some of my weird predictions, they be coming true.
They do be coming true. Some of the weird shit. But we're going to be the werewolves in London, man. You know what I mean? Like, for sure, man. We on their ass. Like, we ain't playing with them boys. Not one bit. Man. No, I'm confident in this squad, man. Like, this squad, like, I feel like we can pop our shit, man, for sure, because this team going to back us up. I mean, they've already done it 4 weeks in a row. You know what I mean? And like Randy said earlier, bro, the rest of this schedule, I mean, other than the Lions, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, there might be 1 or 2 teams we can probably throw in there. But other than that, man, we should easily win 12 games this season. Easy. This is
crazy.
That's the floor, bro. Like, facts. Like, 12.
I was telling Randy before you hopped on, and I watch The Herd a lot, or I listen to The Herd a lot. That's my guy, Colin Cowherd. But he said something. If you start the season 4-0, 5-0, you can go 500 the rest of the way, and you're a double-digit winning team, and you're in the playoffs. Not that that's ideal at this point, because we are 4-0, but you've set yourself up in a position to not only make the playoffs, but to possibly get a bye week, because the Seahawks are down 14-7 right now. The Lions are driving. I think the Lions right now are our biggest threat in the NFC.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Until we play them.
But we have been through this, though, before, where we won and went. We talked about this. What year was that? Was that 2016? That was 2016.
When they started 5-0.
I think we started 5-0, and we missed the playoffs that year, right?
Oh, we finished 8-8.
Yeah,
that year, that was false
bad.
hope. That was really bad. We thought we were going somewhere, and then shit fell apart. But you could see it with the offensive line, how bad they were. Mm-hmm. They had to go with quick passes with Sam Bradford just to negate the bad offensive line play that you had. That you could see the flaws early, but you were just winning. So it's like, oh, okay, maybe something can happen. Nah, but none of that applies here. Right. No, this is a great team that we have.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely hit a little different. It hit a little different. Hey, SK, are you putting our predictions together?
Oh yeah, I just finished tallying them. Are you sure you want to hear them?
I probably don't want to hear them this week. I know
this man said 7-0.
Hey, listen, boy.
Every week your numbers are dropping.
A bad week. You know what I'm saying? Bad
week. Every week your numbers are dropping, dog. I don't know.
I was following my heart last week, man. But I got the most important one right. So
I feel like you had like a New England Patriots start to the season. You beat the Bengals week 1. Yeah. And then you just like it's not the same anymore. Yeah. You busted your nut early, dog. You busted that nut early.
Real.
But reviewing, I'm gonna call it our Sizzlin 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it our Sizzlin 7. All right. So, first game we had New Orleans at Atlanta. I'm alone on this one. I was the only one to pick the Falcons here. When you know, you know. When you know,
Yeah,
you know.
bullshit. They won by a 60-yard field goal, man. Listen, of course, a Kirkish
Young
type
Hue.
game. They had
Young
to
Ho.
win by a
Young Ho.
60-yard field goal. Every game that Kirk is the quarterback, they will be coming down to the wire.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
But they got the win, though. But is it sustainable? Nope.
Hey,
Falcons
man.
ass.
I was just picking for last week.
You're right,
all
though. You got it
I was
right.
just
You got it
picking for
right.
last week. Next game, the Rams at the Bears, which we all picked the Rams, and the Rams just they're not sexy this year. They're not sexy.
0-2.
They're not sexy this year. So
Ooh.
no points for anybody there. Next
Here
game,
comes the comeback.
Here comes the comeback. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay.
I picked
Rap
Philly.
was alone on this one and picked
man.
Philly.
I'm not picking Philly
What
no
I
more.
said-
They ass.
Don't. Anytime the Eagles come up, go against them. Pick the other team.
Yeah, they ass this year.
So me and Realistic Randy get the point there. Next game, we all pick Kansas City against the Chargers. Rap got his first points of the week
I
there.
got a dub.
On the easy one, but it's
Let's go.
okay. It's okay. A dub's
go.
a dub. Next game, we had Buffalo at Baltimore, and Rap was alone on this one again.
I picked Buffalo.
Picking
man.
Buffalo.
They were balling.
And they got that
they
ass.
got their ass whacked.
Whooped.
That was bad.
They got whooped.
Ooh-wee.
Me and Randy get the points on that one. Our next game, Cleveland at Las Vegas.
I picked Cleveland.
And Rap again was alone on that one, picking
Ooh.
Cleveland. Me and
Call it a
Randy.
comeback.
Me and Randy voted for Las Vegas and got it right. And obviously the big one, the only one that really matters, Minnesota at Green Bay. Obviously, we all picked the Vikings. So we tally those up, man. Coming in second place, or we'll start with third because Rap is, we already know.
I got 2, right? Or did I only get 1?
2 out of 7 for Rap this week.
Ooh.
2 out of 7. Ouch.
Mm.
Coming in second place, Realistic Randy with a solid 5 out of 7 this week.
Over 500.
Okay. Let's
Solid
go,
5
man.
Back in the
Let's go,
game.
man. Let's go, man.
And you know me, I'm putting up 5 at least every week now. I got 6 this week. So I got 6 out of 7. I got 6 out. I should have parlayed it, but it's okay. It's all good, man. So when we do the final
bounce back week coming right here for me, man. Bounce back.
the
week.
final
I'm locked in now.
tallies, let me see.
I'm locked in now. I know who is who. I see the identities now. The identities have shown themselves.
Let me see if I have the whole math laid out right for this. I got to be in the lead now. Rap, you might have lost the lead to both of us right there.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
man, I'm
probably.
just saying.
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
I'm just saying. So if I'm reading this, I might be missing a week. So Rap,
We were at 21 games last week, so we should be at
28.
Yeah, we should be at 28
Yeah,
games.
28.
Whatever the records are, they should equal 28.
okay, I'll get back to tally. I'm missing a week. I have to tally up real quick.
Okay.
So, but going to the next set of games for next week, week 5, got another good one. Starting with the Thursday night game, Buccaneers at Falcons, Thursday night. It's a good one.
Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. I'm going with the Bucks too. Fuck that. I'm not picking the Falcons.
Okay. I'm picking the Falcons.
Go ahead.
I'm picking the
Have a great
Falcons in
time.
this one. I had a great time this week too. You know,
Yeah,
had
I'm
an
picking the
amazing
Bucks.
time.
I'm going Bucks on that. I'm going
Yeah.
Bucks.
All right, we got R&R over here on Tampa Bay for Thursday night. Next game we have this is a stink fest, but I gotta put them in there. Bears versus Panthers. It's in Chicago.
All right. So I'm assuming that Andy Dalton is going to continue playing.
Yes.
I'll take the Panthers.
I'll go Bears. I'm gonna go Bears.
Rap trying to catch back up. I'm going Carolina, man. Bears suck.
Okay.
Bears suck.
They just beat your LA Rams that you've been hyping up. the past
That's
couple
not
weeks.
my LA Rams. You don't put that evil on me. All right. Next game we have, let's see. Cardinals 49ers. Arizona traveling to San Francisco.
Cardinals always play them tough too, regardless of
Yep.
who the quarterback is. Shit, but I'm gonna go 40. I think the 49ers are they're about to get on their little run, man. I'm gonna go 49ers.
Okay. Looks like Christian McCaffrey's gonna be out a while.
Yeah, but it don't, man. I'm going 49ers.
Well, Jordan Mason's still doing a good enough job.
Yeah.
Divisional game, but Cardinals are 1-3. They're playing like ass. Just lost 42-14 to Washington. I'm going to take the Niners.
Yeah.
I second that, but I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna be like me. You going against the Grand. You going against
7-0 week one.
Your ass gonna be there. You're gonna be
You're
there.
either going to have an elite record or ass record.
Yeah, for sure. Ain't no in between.
Yeah, hey man, there's never no in between. Go big or go home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Next game, Sunday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys travel to Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, the Cowboys been looking ass, bro. Like pissing me off. I'm gonna go Dallas though. I'm gonna give it to Dallas. I'm gonna go Dallas.
I'm gonna go Dallas too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dallas.
It's
something about
this
it's
one.
something.
I'll take
It's
that.
just something about the Steelers offense that I just don't trust, man. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I just don't know, man. Justin Fields. It's like yes, it's been looking good, but I don't think it's real. I think it's fool's gold.
And then you got Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Who's
Hey,
Kirk
man.
Cousins.
That's my fantasy quarterback you're talking about, sir.
This is true.
Oh, my condolences.
All right, next game we have the Buffalo Bills traveling to the Houston Texans. Both teams 3-1.
Bills bounce back.
I'm taking Buffalo. Yeah, taking Buffalo.
Buffalo. Okay.
Go ahead, take the Texans.
I'm going to go. I'm gonna go Texans.
All right.
I'm gonna go Texans.
He didn't really want to do that, guys.
No. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
You're getting wild with it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo. I had to second guess myself there.
Uh-huh.
Next game we have. Let's go with. You guys want to do Ravens Bengals or Packers Rams?
Ravens Bengals.
Ravens Bengals.
All right, Ravens at the Bengals.
Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the
You want
Ravens.
to talk about ass?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cincy.
Oh man, Cincinnati.
Give me the Ravens.
All right, so
About to have
Ravens,
some uncomfortable
Ravens.
conversations with that team.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Chase.
Joe
He's that contract.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Is he really that guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore too.
Could you imagine though?
I'm gonna go Baltimore.
Could you imagine if we was able to get Joe Burrow though on the Vikings with Justin Jefferson and shit? I'll take him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I'm good. We got JJ
I'm
McCarthy.
good.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
We got JJ McCarthy in waiting, bro.
Yeah,
On his
come
rookie deal. Joe Burrow is looking tough, man.
I'm looking for instant gratification,
too.
but we got it right now though, so it's cool. We got it. We got
Yeah,
Sammy.
I'm good.
D.
Yeah, big.
We got
Sammy.
Darnold Schwarzenegger, man. You know what I mean?
Darnold
Like
Schwarzenegger. Oh man. All right, so now we got New York Jets traveling to London to face the Minnesota Vikings. Who do we have? Who could we possibly have in this game?
Vikings by 17.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the Vikings, baby.
By how much?
I actually think they're gonna win. I'll say they're gonna win by. I'm gonna say they'll win by 20.
Oh,
20
okay.
points.
I'm gonna say obviously Vikings, but they win by 8. It's one possession game.
I'm gonna say 20, man. No, I do this 21. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 27
21,
to
21.
6.
I'm gonna say 27-10.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say 24-16. 24-16.
There's just something about London.
Something about London, man. I'm telling you, something
All right.
weird. Something weird is gonna happen in this game. Something weird, out of the ordinary, is gonna happen. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right.
Could be a stat line.
Only weird thing's gonna happen is that the Vikings is gonna beat the hell out their ass on that field on Sunday morning, and that's the only weird thing. If you want to call it weird, we call it weird. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm ready to watch the weirdness happen. I ain't gonna lie, we about to beat their ass. I just don't see it, man. Like I really don't. Like I just don't see it, bro. You know, it's like our team now is to the point where I can look at opposing teams and really sit back and look and be like, yeah, I just don't see it. You know what I mean? Like for sure. Like in the past, like even last year, you would look at teams and be like, all right, I could see them kind of, you know, doing a little thing. This year, I just don't. I'm gonna keep it real, especially not the Jets. You know what I mean? The Jets,
Yeah, not this
man,
team.
Hell no.
No, if anything, last year you would have to convince yourselves why the Vikings can win this game. This one, it's just nah, man. They're the best team in the league. Mm-hmm. If anything, what team is a threat to us? Maybe 2 or 3.
Detroit. Yeah, Detroit probably. They looking good right now.
No, I mean league wide, not in the schedule. I mean Detroit, they're good, but I think the Vikings are still better. I think they're gonna win the division.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it's looking right now. Sorry, I'm tallying these points up so we know who's in the lead right now. I'm doing my math.
I don't know if I trust your math, bro. Like for real. I think
that's why I'm double check.
I think he about to rig the numbers, man. We need a recount, bro.
Damn, not rig the numbers. Don't do that to me.
I think he's about to rig the numbers.
Yeah, I think 11 wins. That was my prediction. That might be too low. Might have to adjust that ish.
Yeah.
What was your prediction, Rap?
At the beginning, like what I had the Vikings winning? I had them 10-7, which is like the most common one. Like everybody picks 10 wins for their team. Like it's almost like when you ask somebody to rate themselves, they say 7. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not, you know, you're not a 5, but you're not a 10 right there.
Yeah.
So you know, 10-7, and I changed it. I was like, you know what? I changed it like maybe like 2 weeks ago. I think we had this conversation, or maybe this was last Friday, to be honest with you. And I was like, yeah, man, 12. Like I see 12 easy. You know what I'm saying? I see 12 easy now. Like I can really vision 12 wins now with this football team, bro. Like for real. And we're already 4-0. Yeah, absolutely 12. Mm-hmm.
And they'll be 5-0 going into the bye.
And we'll be 5-0 going into the bye. Yeah, I see 12.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
at the least.
I got our tally right here. So
all right, let's hear it because I know it's probably gonna be something.
All right, Rap. So Rap is 17-11.
Okay.
Rap is 17-11. Randy is 15 and 13.
All right.
Right there. 13, right there. And then I am 18-10. 1 game lead.
Nah, we gotta check the tapes.
Bullshit.
I
knew it. I knew it. I
don't know, bullshit. Man.
Hey, don't be hating, man. Because
I need a recap.
You had a week 2 weeks ago where you only won like 2 games. Yeah, no, don't look at the
No, hold
on.
All right,
we're gonna need one. We're gonna need somebody to go back and run the tapes.
Yeah,
and
run the
come back
tape
with the actual numbers.
Run the tapes. I got from my other piece.
A neutral observer.
A neutral observer. Yeah.
Man did a count and gave himself the lead. I don't know, man.
That ain't sounding right. I don't know, SK. That sounded a little sketchy.
Okay, so all right, so here's week 1. We can go there right now. Brother. Week 1. Me and Randy, yeah, you were 7-0. Mm-hmm. Me and Randy picked Baltimore. That was a loss. So we're just doing Randy because we already know you're 7-0. We both picked Green Bay, so we didn't get that one. We all picked Chicago against Tennessee, so we did get that one. And then we all picked Seattle. So that's two each for me and Randy. 3 because we all picked Dallas. And then Detroit against LA. Rap was the only one to pick it, so no points. And then we all picked Minnesota. So we both got 4. We both got 4 in week 1. All right.
And then what? And then what was the tally week 2?
I'm going to week 2 right now.
Okay.
So week 2. Let me make sure this is the right week.
Yeah, because this the week where shit got a little foggy.
Look at this.
This the week where shit got
Okay,
foggy.
Let me
right
make
here.
sure.
Yeah, no. Okay, so week 2, Rap was only one to pick the Bills against Miami. That's 1 for Rap. New Orleans at Dallas. We all picked Dallas. Colts versus Green Bay. We all picked the Colts. Tampa Bay versus Detroit. I was the only one to pick Tampa Bay. So that's 1 for me, 1 for Rap. Cincinnati at KC. We all picked KC. So 2-2-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chicago at Texans. We all picked the Texans. So 3-3-2. And then we all picked Minnesota. 4-4-3. Right? Right?
Don't ask us. You the one telling us, right?
Hey, look. So after 2 weeks.
So after 2 weeks, you got 7 wins. After 2 weeks, you have 7 wins. You only got 3 right on the first one, and you got 4 on this one.
No, me and Randy both got 4 the first week.
Okay, so 8
you
wins.
got
you got
7.
8 wins.
So 7 plus your 4. So your week 1 and week 2 Rap. 7 plus your 4, that's 11.
Right.
Randy's 4 plus his 3, that's 7.
Mm-hmm. And you were 4 and 4?
4 and 4 again. So that's my 8.
Okay. All right.
So 11, 8, 7.
All right.
Now we go to week 3. Week 3. Philly at New Orleans. Me and Randy picked New Orleans. We're wrong. So Rap got that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Philly won that game, right?
I can't remember. It don't matter. We're more worried about your numbers.
Look,
we're about your numbers.
Okay, so you just want to hear mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 8 wins going into
week
3.
Yeah.
Going into week 3, I have
Right.
8 wins.
Yeah.
So I picked Chargers over Pittsburgh. That was wrong. I picked Detroit over Arizona. That's 9.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Indy over Chicago. That's 2. I picked Green Bay over Tennessee. That's 3. KC over Atlanta, 4. And Minnesota, 5. I had 5.
All right, so that's
in week 3.
So 13. All right.
13. So then we go to this week.
And you're 5 and 2.
And I'm 5 and 2. No, 6 and 1, right? Because you had 5. I had 6.
You said, all right. At this point, you know what?
Yeah.
We need a neutral observer.
We need somebody to start keeping stats.
To notarize this too.
We need to start people.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you're one game. Then, you're 18. You're 18.
And then
10.
week 4, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, KC, Baltimore, Las Vegas, Minnesota. That's 6.
All right.
So I might have shorted myself.
My head hurts.
So I'm actually 19 and 9.
I'm actually 19. Yeah, 19 and 9. I got a 2-game lead. Thank you for letting me recount my picks, guys.
You hear that, everybody? He gave himself an extra win. That's crazy.
I took away a win. So you guys will feel better about yourself.
Wow, that's wild.
That's
guys.
what I
that's
did.
Wild. It's getting nasty. This competition's getting nasty as the weeks go. It's getting nasty out here.
Yeah, thank everybody for sticking around through our terrible math.
Yeah, we had to do that in front of the people, though, man. They had to know the truth.
We need to get an official scorekeeper. So we need Mary, we need Papa Gary, we need somebody Delton, somebody that's always in here.
So let's remember this. Let's just say this loud and clear now. All right. So you're 19 and what? So you're 19 and 9. All right. I'm 17 and what? 10 is it or 17 and 11 because it's 28 games. So 17 11.
17 11.
And Randy is 15 and 13.
Yep.
All right. We'll stick right. We're gonna keep that right there. We still all close enough. To
it's close, yeah. It's all within 4 games.
All right.
But when you know, you know. You know, I let Rap get his rocks off in week 1.
7-0.
Let him have a little fun over there.
I done fell off. I'm gonna bounce back though, man. We gonna make it happen this week right here. I'm winning at least 5 of those for sure.
Yeah, so let's kick back and watch the second half of this Seahawks-Lions game. Anything you want to leave the people with before we get out of here, fellas?
Go ahead, Randy.
Let's go. We went in at least 12. At least 12 games now.
Yeah, man.
Predicted 11, too short. at least 12-5.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
13.
Yeah.
13-4.
Big fives, man. Big fives in the chat this week, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We going 5-0, baby. You feel
You
me?
can even do an
let's
emoji
get-
for that. You can
Yeah,
hit
we
the
can even
emoji
put the
for that.
emoji up for that, man. We got the 5
Yeah.
emoji, man. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm excited. This team is exciting to watch, and I can't wait to wake up super early and watch it. You feel me? I'm doing the pep rally at 8:30 in the morning, and I can't wait.
You don't know early. You don't
Yeah, I
know
know.
early,
This
Rap.
is
Yeah.
hey, but by the time this game starts, this will be for us, Rap, on the East Coast. This will be like watching football on the West Coast.
Perfect time.
Where, oh my God, it was the greatest thing ever. And
It's perfect.
once you're done with that, you can enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah,
Red
hopefully.
zone, whatever.
Yep.
Red zone, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be red zone the rest of the day, which is good because on Sundays when the Vikings play regular time, obviously I don't watch red zone. I just watch the Vikings game. But this weekend's gonna be nice, man. Being able to watch the red zone for sure. So absolutely.
So everybody that's sleeping in, hopefully you wake up to a Vikings up by like 30 some points, but it's gonna be a close game, so we'll win by 8. But
We'll be up by 20 when you get up. Don't worry,
hey, look, I hope I eat crow. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, we don't need you to eat that crow.
Yeah, but we're still winning, so it don't matter. But appreciate everybody for tapping in as always. If you haven't already, we dropped the Skullfest video, y'all. So go hit Twitter on my Twitter, SK_NFL, and then the entire video is up on Rap's channel on YouTube at Vocal Vike. So go check that out, man. We put a lot of effort and time and work into that. And we kind of all put it in a little mini movie. So hope you guys can enjoy that, man. So again, thank you guys for tapping in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. The Vikings are 4-0. I can't wait to be 5-0. So peace out, y'all. Skull Vikings, your boy SK, Realistic Randy, Vocal Vike, Rap in the house. Until next time, y'all. Next Monday. Peace.
I say the same. I say the same.